already has pre-built integrations, which can use pre-built integrations, then certainly the choice would be to use the pre-built integrations, which can be PIPs or the direct integrations. A customer who would like to customize this PIPs or direct integrations that are available would use the foundation pack to enhance and modify the integration. And the rest of the customers who do not have a set of pre-built integrations that can be used would use the service-oriented architecture to build the enterprise business objects and services, and thereby use BPL to weave them together to create the required process and do the required integrations. With this, I would like to hand this on to Vikas Vadera, who will be talking about the integration done for Oracle E-Business Suite with TriplePoint. Thank you.
Thank you, Seema. My name is Vikas Vadera. I'm the Director of Power and Risk Management Solutions at TriplePoint Technology.
Give me 1 minute.
Sure.
Okay, go ahead, Vikas.
Okay, great. So I'm going to essentially take over exactly from where Seema has finished her presentation on the Oracle AIA and the SOA architecture, and how from a business requirement point of view, we have been able to successfully have an integrated platform for customers in the commodities management market. Next slide, please. So we will cover just a quick overview about TriplePoint, who we are, who our customers traditionally have been, and then we will go into what the business requirement was and look at the workflow from both business as well as solution point of view, and then look at a little bit more in depth in the solution architecture and development methodology. Next slide, please. So TriplePoint has been in in the business of started off with an energy trading and risk management system, and then developed into commodity trading and risk management. Started in 1993 and headquartered in Westport, Connecticut. We have over 800 employees in about 13 locations, almost in every continent inhabitable. And our customer base is in all 6 continents with 250 plus customers. And this the company, as you see, the financial strength of the company is pretty good as well. And our solutions essentially cover upstream and downstream, along with the commodity trading and risk management solutions. Next slide, please. From this spread of our customers, you will see that we have customers in electric utilities, the financial services, which include banks and prop trading companies, along with some manufacturing companies, mining and metals, oil, gas, and chemicals, and transportation, logistics as well. But something which we are going to talk a lot about today is going to be the consumer products and agricultural markets. And as you see that we essentially have, sorry, can you go back? Don't mind. Yeah. And as you see that we have the top names in that market. The ABC of agricultural commodities company is ADM, Bunge, and Cargill, and you see 2 out of those 3 names part of our TriplePoint family. And on the very top left corner is IFCO, which is again one of the consumer packaged goods company based out of Sharjah, and this is one of the companies for which we are building our integrated solution, and we'll be talking a lot about them. Next slide, please. So let's talk about where the business requirement is coming from. As the markets have moved quite a bit in the agricultural markets, traditionally the consumer packaged good industry, for companies like Unilever or Hershey's or IFCO or Cargill, traditionally worked on a buy to budget approach instead of a market-based procurement and risk approach. And because of the high volatility in the agricultural markets, there's a huge interest from CPG companies into active trading and risk management for that. And in order to do that, because their products are on the shelves for consumers to use, they need a single integrated solution from which can cover the farm to plant to shelves and provide a real-time business intelligence for them. Next slide, please. So if you look at this visual aid and how TriplePoint and this integrated solution kind of overlaps and covers it, that on the supplier side we have agriculture, the farmers or agriculturists, and in the middle we have the different modes of transportation, how these commodities are transported to the plant, whether it's vessels or trucks or rail, and then the middle portion is our commodity management, trading and risk management software part, which is our flagship product called Commodity XL. And that will cover your trading, your risk management, and accounting, and talking to the exchanges for any exchange-traded trade risk management and stuff. And then on the far end, you see that again there's a method of transportation which is used to actually sell out the final products to the warehouses and shelves for the consumers. So TriplePoint, with the help of this integrated platform using Oracle SOA architecture and e-business suite, has been able to cover now this complete picture. Earlier, you can say almost like the very left and the very right portion of the software was, the solution was missing, at least from the Oracle's point of view. TriplePoint does have a similar solution using SAP, but a lot of our customers are using Oracle as their ERP system. Hence, there was a big requirement for us to create a solution which has Oracle in mind as well. Next slide, please. So if we look at the solution of workflow, and IFCO is our first client who will be using it, and phase 1 of this development is being sent out to IFCO for implementation end of this month, and phase 2 development is already underway. So overall, what we are doing is that the ERP here refers to the Oracle e-business suite, and CXL is TriplePoint's Commodity XL, which is our flagship product. And one of the things what we did was that we went with a basic methodology where we let each of the systems do the best they know how to do it, and not instead have an overlap of functionality. So if the process essentially starts from the requisition or a demand being created from a manufacturing unit. That comes over into a trading system as a demand. And any given trader, whether they are trading in speculation or to procure for the demand, can then go ahead and go out in the market and procure the commodity, physical commodity, and they will go through the process of pricing that commodity and managing the risk from physical as well as financial risk for that particular commodity procured over the period of time, including scheduling of the commodity itself to be moved from either farm or a warehouse to another location, whether using a shipping vessel or a train or a truck or something like that. Once the trade has been created in Commodity XL and has been allocated to a particular demand, the fulfillment of that demand will be sent over to EBS as a purchase order against that particular requisition. Then as the logistics people are taking care of movement of the commodity itself, shipping notification will be sent over to the EBS so that the scale tickets as the trucks or the rail cars or the vessels are coming in can be captured and be captured against the PO which has been created and the delivery notifications which are in the e-business suite, and the information will be sent back to the Commodity XL solution, which will in turn manage the risk from that point of view, which could be that whether something was under-delivered, over-delivered, whether there were quality issues, and so forth. And accordingly, the underlying cash movement or the cash flows will be created in the CXL system. Along with that, as we are talking about the physical commodities, and in a separate workflow which does not send any information to the e-business suite, is the financial trading or the derivative trading, which will continuously go on, and for the management of the risk for the pricing side of it. So the traders would go out and manage their pricing risk by buying or selling the derivatives, or whether there's an FX exposure by buying or selling the FX future forwards and so forth, and then manage the risk accordingly in the commodity Excel solution itself. As the invoicing is being done, the CXL system will send over any invoices, whether payables or receivables, over to the ERP system, and the payments can be managed within the e-business suite and allocated to a particular payment. So that's the main workflow. On the side, with the second box you see is the inventory true-up. So once the commodity has been delivered at a given plant location or a unit, plant unit, it's sitting in elevator silos and so forth, and it is being used to produce the consumer products. So as the manufacturing is happening, the inventory levels are going down. So at every frequent interval, it could be a daily or a weekly or a monthly level, as a client wishes to, they can true up the actual inventory stocks, which is known in the EBS system because of the information available at the manufacturing plant level, will be sent over to the commodity Excel solution in order to value the inventory itself for risk management purposes. So at any given point of time, the commodity Excel will continuously do the risk management, whether it is the trades, whether while they are in transit of being moved over, or pricing and so forth, and also the storage valuation, which will continuously value the storage or the inventory which is in hand. Next slide, please. So this is kind of another view of the same picture we saw, and it shows us that how Oracle and Commodity Excel came together, and the solution is fully integrated between TriplePoint and Oracle e-business suite. It is a design and integration which has been validated and certified by Oracle. So we are using the basic tenets of the Oracle SOA architecture and the SOA suite and people process and everything to make sure that it is fully in line with the mentality and the workflow which Oracle asks its integration partners to provide. And as we saw that there is integration at the requisition level, the trade level, which becomes a PO, receipts and shipping integration, and real-time transaction processing happening. So the complete integrated solution will be a real-time processing with a straight-through processing and data moving from one system to the other as required. And the compatibility, as you see, is with Oracle e-business suite 12.1.1 as of now, and the SOA suite is 11.1.1.4. And AFCO is one of our initial customers who is going to adopt this platform, and I believe that it brings an extraordinary value for our customers who are using Oracle e-business suite and be able to have a complete control of their commodity management. Next slide, please. So as I talked about, and Seema went in quite in depth on the SOA architecture. So just